Hi guys, how you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the new month. We have only 2 months to go, by the way. November, December. And of course that means you should have done at least like 95% or 96% of all, should have achieved 95% of all your goals. And December tetumubala. December actually, you should be done with 90% of guys, you 10%. Ngaka 10% ako okakola mu November. Okitegera mu November nga mumayira ka 10%. Why am I saying that? December abamufu. Mu December we have only 1 week. The first week. And second week, third week, fourth week, people that are selling Christmas stuff, I'd like to say sorry to the guys abai downtown Nachivubo, amazi gebayo no nedde, begayo no nedde, amaduka. It's really sad what is happening down there. Nobody should have to go through that. Narabie, a lot of guys are losing shops. Duka Dambe full shop goes under the water. It's really, really bad. Shame on you. I know you're rich, but shame on you. Shame. First of all, ochimanyi nti Ham lied. Ochimanyi nti yalimba. Artistic impression ziraga omwara bwa guzimba gulateekawo bisubi. Azimba maduuka. Kungulu ku mwala. Kali kabasenge. Sikakola akakali kalya green. Wow, sibyakola. Shame on you. And shame on all the rich people that no longer have hearts. Nga muwe muli sente zezibasingira. Shame. Dusty road to dreams with patrol. Reviews teams we break it down. Helping it. And today in history, guys, November 1st, Honda became the first Japanese or Asian maker to start manufacturing cars in the US. They started by making the Honda Accord. So there are guys that have been saying, Arthur, on the internet, Honda is more reliable than Toyota. Who are the biggest publishers on the internet? The United States of American citizens. Yes, Beba single publishing on the internet. Go to YouTube, go anywhere, they publish. So when the Americans tell you the Honda is one of the most popular cars, yeah, it's because they have a factory in America. If you wanted to in a factory a Honda, in fact, we don't even have a dealer. So it might be reliable for them because 1, they drive new cars. 2, they have a factory there. So it means they have all the parts made there. Go on to Inawochi. It was the first Honda Accord was made in November 1982. Yes. So kati dayoga mbe muno yabadde akugamba ogule Honda CR-V mbo simanye eri reliable okusinga RAV4 ogule bazitata Honda V0. You shall know that nobody can stop it. But in the news, in the weekly roundup, of course, Kampala akutaba biba spare parts. The thieves are spare parts thieves. Police got them. MPs are demanded that we have stricter safety, road safety laws. And of course, experts urged all public vehicle drivers to go for defensive driving. And then, of course, a Makerere student died in an accident at Makerere at Bwaise roundabout. And of course, the Kenya Auto and Motor Show happened already. And of course, in Rwanda, we have heard about the first accident. An accident. So finally, these people have reported about a first accident in Rwanda. And of course, in India, there is a debate that is going on in their parliament where an MP accidentally made derogatory remarks. And of course, guys, let's go in details. Welcome to the weekly roundup. In Kampala, police did an operation where they arrested a lot of vehicle parts thieves. It was a crackdown. And you guys know that whenever your spare part from your car is stolen, it gets taken either to a spare parts shop or a garage. So police did a crackdown and they were able to go and crack down these thieves. Nebaba Funa, Nebaba Jaco parts, Of course, most of the parts that they could recover are the parts where the number plate of the car is written, where the chassis number is written. You get things like that. That means an engine mostly, windows, sometimes the frame, if your car was stolen and the frame stayed. Well, it's not some number plates that were written on lights. You know how police, I'm thinking, can do this. I'm not a police officer, but I'm imagining how they can do this. They come to your garage, you have an engine, you don't have receipts for it, it's stolen. They find you with a gearbox, you don't have a receipt for it, it's stolen. See what chiba? They find you with a rear light of UAH 76B. Where is the car? The light is here. Where is the car? Now you cannot tell them where the car is. Cheap. It is stolen. You get. So I'm thinking that's how the police was able to find all these stolen parts, and of course they are calling upon people that lost their property to go and claim their property. Babifune. So waliwo bana abantu bakawundo babadde babako the grills. So you can go and claim your grills now. You can go and claim the grills bazikuwe bwebanga jeeri abamu ku already bagiba grill enchano ogenda ojule wakiseka kati awo goba tokyayambiddwa. And then of course police is saying that over 10 suspects were apprehended and several items were gotten. Some of the items are stolen on the highways like the Northern Bypass, Ginger Road, ebimba bibira ono mu Kampala makati omwana jana jako wiruka okitegeera kati of course wasanga wiruka ngeri we nga bakubuze 3 ziliwo stolen. And of course this was led by the CID division in Kampala, Bajita Criminal Investigation Department. Yeah, that's where it was found, and this is because they got intelligence a couple of weeks ago. So they got spare parts from Toyota, Subaru, Mercedes-Benz, Ochitegeira. And of course, when people steal things that are belonging to your car, the engine number can be rubbed off, the chassis number can be rubbed off. And now, some of the parts that were gotten, and they cannot know who the owners were, they are working with URA to find the owners. So if your car was stolen, chances are high that the chassis is somewhere or the engine is somewhere. So you should go and try and find out at CID to see if it's there. For the love of cause, Uganda, we roll. And then of course, guys, following the accident along the Gulu Highway, that was terrible. A lot of people died. And it followed 2 buses that hit each other, and more than 40 people died. Yeah, and it's really bad. So members of parliament on 28th October, they were urging the government to review and strengthen the Ugandan road safety laws and enforcement mechanisms. Why? Because a lot of people died. So what they are saying is that we need to fill gaps in the law. I also find that we have a lot of gaps. For example, if someone has an accident, points should be taken off their driving permit. That's something that was talked about. Nti muntu azali ne point katugeze 10 bwafuna permit. Buli bwokola accident erimu okutomera omuntu oba okutomera ebintu babeko points zebakusalawo and then at a certain point driver's license ye be suspended. Bovuga obubi basaleko points. Nakuba kati aba traffic bagenda kweyagala nnyo wekinatuukaawo. So and then someone in parliament said, I was nearly crushed by a Sinotruck driver. He came for me and hit the car behind me. These trucks carrying sand and cows will finish people. Ha! Abayana bavuga bubi ne bakuba engombe zino eziringa ennanga bwe bamala ne bakuvuma ne bakuwemula ne bakuleka ng'oli oti. So I think I'm working with parliament now. They should call me kubanze enjogira. They need someone that can talk. For them, they can talk in there. Nebe tagayo omuntu ayogera nganze bampe yaka sentence oke nkuvumira abasajja balole abasajja babayana mba kuvumira ku TikTok baddemu empisa tolenta abantu nakusono bazemo ku mpisa ku kubo. Ba parliament batwetaga bayina yabaabwe bakulisa obore naye betagayo ow'omubantu akwasa ow'omuntu akwasaganya parliament n'abantu ba bulijjo kwengamanye ennimi nze ate bampa akasene n'olunyankole njadduyiga n'olukiga njadduyiga n'olugwala njadduyiga ezo ennimi zonna njaziyiga nzijenga nzija ku TikTok nenjogera hati mbwenu speaker wa parliament ahambire nembyogera And then following still the accidents that are happening, guys, you know the accident that happened at Munyonyo roundabout. You know also the accident that happened in Bwaise. Yeah. So experts are urging drivers to go for defensive driving. Now, defensive driving is an advanced training, more than what you guys went through in driving school, that teaches you how to drive while you defend others and yourself. That's defensive driving. While you're keeping everyone safe on the road, that's defensive driving. So you go and learn how to save yourself in case of a crash, how to save yourself in case someone else is crashing in your car, and stuff like that. So they are urging everyone to go back for defensive driving training. Because why? We had an increase of 6.4% in accidents in 2024 compared to 2023. That's big, 6.4. Chitegeza, if we were having 100 accidents, yeah, 100 accidents in 2023. So in 2024 we were having 106 accidents. Checho, 106 point something accidents. Chiteza abantu abafuna accident oba abafuna injuries oba abafa mu 2024 beyongera by 6.4% in 2024 compared to 2023. For the love of cars, Uganda we roll. And then of course the Kenya Auto and Motor Show was concluded properly, and their focus was on EVs and aftermarket innovation. Now, when they say aftermarket innovation, means everything that is created after the car has been bought. So exhibitors from more than 30 countries were there. That includes Uganda, so kuchaliyo, and we are hoping that we can be there in December to be there at the e-mobility expo, which is happening still in Kenya. And then of course they displayed things like batteries, tires. Those are things that we know, but they are showing what they have innovated. And of course there was also networking. It's sad that we were not able to go, others would create proper networks for us as well. And then of course 3 people died after a South Sudanese bus crashed with a fuel tanker on the Kampala-Gulu highway. If anyone has ever used it, what you can stretch walk wosobola okuddukira ennyo and you run nga terya kwata ku mukono kali nakasongolo kamanyi mukulu kagwa togenda ngayo mama nyina lwe nabula nali nve hoyima nempeta emasindi ngengweyo waliwo stretch wali nga abantu badduka emisinde empanvu nyate eri very clear. That's a place where they need to have speed officers nga bakwata speed. I'm thinking but between Kampala Gulu in Luwero district ako tekali Luwero, and they are saying this happened at around 8:30 p.m. Nakazi village. So a bus Juba Express SSD 251Z yali egezaako okuyisa nesanga ekimotoka ky'amafuta UFV n'ekitomera the occupants in the fuel tanker ne bafa. Mwalimu omusajja n'omwana ne mukyala we. The two omukyala n'omwana they died immediately. The driver of the fuel tanker died on his way to the hospital. And of course other passengers in the bus also got sick. Now the thing is ate kubabu yali akubwa bus yakubayo side ya passenger nga bulijjo, which is why passengers, when you're seated in a bus, in a taxi, and the driver is driving recklessly, mukomeko, tell them this is my life that you are going to end. Go slow. It's really sad what is happening, and they are still investigating what happened, but we all know the bus driver was reckless, was careless, and that's how he led to the death of those people. And then of course in Rwanda there is a district called Ngororero. That's where a minibus overturned and killed 3 people. It was overspeeding, so it was a passenger minibus ngabulijjo kigege yaffe. It was carrying It was carrying about 18 people from Musanze district, and they were headed to a wedding. And the driver failed to negotiate a sharp corner, and the minibus, the taxi, the Chigege overturned, and then 3 people died immediately. And then they also have special superintendent of police in Rwanda. He's called Sylvester Twajamahoro. Yeah, he's the regional police spokesperson for Western Province. He has said 2 passengers died instantly and 1 died on their way. And then the accident resulted from overspeeding, obviously. Guys, let's not overspeed. Tetudduka. Nabagamba wane kubo lyonyiza ku overspeeding ako nobeera safe, ye express. Ate nayo to overspeeding. otherwise accident yoku express ate yo bwebaawo ebambi nnyo mufa bwemulabye accident ezibadde ku express director wa Galaxy FM waliwo nono the journalist wa NTV gwe baakaabira ennyo accident yoku express bwebaawo ebambi nnyo kuba obeera odduka nnyo. And then of course guys, on 29th October there was a crash in Munyonyo. Actually I think I passed that roundabout a few minutes after the accident. It was in the evening. A Subaru Impreza crashed into a Rumion at the roundabout ye Munyonyo yojimanyi bodde no deri ebuziga bodde no de Munyonyo bodde eri odda ku express oluna akakuba akakaddeyo. A Subaru Impreza crashed into a Rumion badly, and the Subaru rolled a couple of times. Yeah, and from the comments I've seen, it actually did not belong to the person that was driving it. And but it was overspeeding, guys. Let's not overspeed. I keep telling you guys. Yes, I know you might feel your car is stable, but there are speeds at which every car will lose stability. There are speeds at which every car will lose safety. Kati ayonona Rumion y'omuntu nayona ne Subaru ya mukwano gwe because mbu yali ajeyazise. So it's really bad. It was the XV. Some people think the XV is a very powerful car. It's an Impreza. Yes, it has a big engine, but it's an Impreza. Eringa Impreza zinendala just ziringanda. It's an Impreza. Some people have the feeling that all-wheel drive cars are more stable than other cars. Yes, they are heavier on the road. Yes, the all-wheel gives them a bit of thing, but no. At certain speeds, those cars are also unstable. And guys, don't overspeed when you're entering a roundabout. Don't. And also guys, don't give your car out. Emoroka wajikole ya chinaku chuvula bamukaba atojiwo omuntu omulala. Nalabo omukazi oba yanina nyine Rumion ajatinga ali awo ayimidde nga tabitegeera. Najita accident yo nagira bange emazo okugwawo. It's really sad. Kati utwafire emoroka bbiri moroka tesobola kuddamu kuwoomera. Tesobola. And in India, ekifo kye bayita Ahmedabad in India, a 17 mwana mutya, the teenager, sijagamba 17-year-old. Katugambe nti omwana omuto, teenager abeera atandikira 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 was driving a car, unauthorized obviously, and he almost killed a 3-year-old child. Bagenza okulaba ngimula abantu babadde ngagendera emoroka ngikirirating at all that atomedde omwana okitegeera. And no one has been charged formally yet, but of course the people that were there said it was a teenager that was driving a car. And then of course it sparked discussion in India on how teenagers have access to cars. I've seen a teenager that drives more responsibly than me. Avuga drone, simanyani yamukizo vuga drone. Naye muyitako kukubo mba simanyi gyalaga naye nga face ogiraba ya mwana muto. Nga muntu mukulu takula. Oli mwana muto. Alinga abayambadde ne uniform oziraba. Esaati ebeera ya mikono mimpi. Lwakuba nti n'abasawo b'ennaku zino bamanyi okwambala ensawo esaati z'emikono emimpi. Naye omulaba nga face mwana muto nga avuga drone. Ngane kati ono drone. But he drives more responsibly than me. But obviously, teenagers should not be given access to cars. Their parents have been able to moroka na mubitereka ku fridge. Kati abana nga bwe wemanyi abani wangu wana weze emyaka 16 isumzo tokireka awo n'otamusanga nga agenzeko mu katali. So we need to be sharp, and teenagers are teenagers. They will do what their heart tells them to do. So as parents, it's our job to safeguard both the lives of our kids, our property, and the kids and other people that are in the road by not giving kids or teenagers access to cars. And then of course there's an island called Guam. I've never heard of that island. So there's an island in the United States of America called Guam. Bano bate kukuba babola. Wawevo betunulako no manya nti kata America bate kukuba nti babala ku bantu baabwe. Ninga bantu balina passport za America, bayinza no bate bazirina. Guam, is it really in America? Newe ba island ngana fe tulina kalangala tetubabola. Ira Nira kalangala yataka tubabola mu. Kuba sebera omuntu ave kalangala agenda oyingira Kampala nga talinga bana Kampala. Omuntu ave sese. omuntu ava ekalangala alabika olaba bannamasaka be baagala okuboola buli kintu kyebalaba ekiri out of place bagaba bannamasaka kati olwo wekalangala. Anyway, a woman in Guam was he stands okay might be sentenced to 17 years in prison for driving under the influence of alcohol with 3 children in the car. Of course, driving under the influence is one case, but also carelessness, putting the lives of minors in harm. Eje misango mingi baso bayinza omusiba emyaka 17. Guys, bwotamira tovuga. Of course, kati nze sinywa. I cannot know what you guys go through. I don't know why you guys drink. Omwenge gukaawa naye era mugonywa. Teri mwenge guwooma lwakuba beero bw'abanyoguga ayina engeri gyawoomerera simutegeera. Tawooma naye mukamwawo ayina engeri gyagiragira. Naye kati why? Sinywa. Edda nali nga ate tokasalamu. Edda nze nzijukira edda. Sinywa. Kati nze sinywa mwenge. Sinywa edda nakombako ku kantu ako kabia naye bia omulala akaawa, most of it akaawa. So anyway guys, don't drink and drive, otherwise you will go into jail and you may face a lot of time. Ekomera omwezi gumukomera guba gwenkana gutya buli lunaku lw'omukomera luli mu week. So before you drink and drive, remember one day in prison is like a week outside here. Akarowoozo k'olunaku. People that overspeed, how much time do you actually save? You guys that are overspeeding, you are in a 30 km/h zone, novuga 60. How much time do you save? Let's just imagine the Kampala Central Business District, where we have traffic lights almost every 1 kilometer. So after the first traffic light, one ku Ewandegea, bompisa no rinya. Where are you going? To meet the next traffic light, walinga ku Bible House. How much time have you saved? Oba wakatuuka bwoti nga nange nkutuuka ke mabega. So how much time have you saved? So even after the Bible House traffic lights, no bobo sazeewo kwambuka eri waggulu nga ku French Embassy nenkusanga we nakasere ku bitaalo oba wakatuuka bwoti nga nange ntuuka. Let's say you decide okuyita eno wansi eno kana akakuba kayita eno ku Swedish Embassy. Bagita Swedish Embassy? Isi Swedish Embassy oba yabakyabo. Akakuba akakalimu ebinnya. Nze nempita ku bitaala. Nodduka n'oyita mbinnya dogo. Nze nempita ku bitaala. Nitwesanga kwa Mamu House. Bagita Okero House. So how much time have you saved? Guys, don't overspeed. It doesn't help. Drive within the normal speed range. Drive within the normal speed range. Let me just give you a picture that I've seen before. I'm driving on Bombo Road. We are in Matuga. A car overtakes me in Matuga. I meet them in Kawanda in the Kajam there. We go through the Kawanda jam. The guy overtakes. I meet him in Y. He's in the jam. So how much time have you actually saved? The only time I can tell you save jam is if ngolida katakanga olio jamu nga mungi. That's ateda mukataka tosobola kudduka speed. So guys, don't overspeed. It's not worth it. Also, you save time for what? There are guys that overtake in centers, in market areas, in school areas. It's very reckless. Don't do that. It's not cool. It's not cool, bro. It's not cool. And this week's tip is don't over-accelerate your vehicle. I was in the bond yesterday. We were inspecting a car. And then mechanics came. Where do you guys get your mechanics, the guys that inspect your cars? They accelerate vehicles like they want to kill them. And they did not even buy it. Omuntu nalinnya moroka neetuuka negenda mu red. Oze ku inspecting a moroka ye Japan used ogirinya nenkadde tetuzirinya tutu. Any skilled mechanic, any person that knows how to listen to car engines, just by idling, they can hear, they can listen to a healthy engine and an unhealthy engine. They will accelerate a little bit and they will know that this engine is healthy or it's not healthy. Does that make sense? Don't over-accelerate cars. And also in the morning, as long as you're not driving, there is no... Tori nyamoro kange eri munfo. There are some of you guys that you start the car in the morning, immediately you accelerate. The oil has not even gone to the places it's supposed to go. Oil achali wansi ng'olinnya. Ogenda kwonona yinginiyo. Ojja kwonona yinginiyo. So don't over accelerate your car. The only time you can probably accelerate, and this time the gearbox saves you. You're in a highway, you're speeding, osobola olinnya akabaati. But even then, emotoka tesobola kukkiriza kulinnya akabaati mbwegende mu red. So don't. It's not worth it. In today's comparison, guys, I want to compare car prices 2023, 2024 versus 2024, 2025. We are in 2025, tuji ending at 2025, 2026. So I want to compare prices. There is a time when the Toyota Ractis was 23 million. Today, the Toyota Ractis is 30 million. There is a time when the Toyota Vitz was 13 million. Today, the Toyota Vitz, the cheapest in the bond, will be 26 million. There is a time when the Toyota Rumion was 27 million. Today, the Rumion is 33 million shillings. There is a time, I remember, when the Passo Sete was 26. Today, the Passo Sete is 35 million shillings. With every car I'm talking about, it's an increment of more than 8 million shillings in price. And they are not going under. The reason why the prices are going higher is because we are bringing newer cars and the taxes are also going higher. What is my point? If you were planning to buy a car now, buy it. You remember the theory that used to be that emotoka za rahisi mwezi guno si mu bond. In the bonds, cars are becoming more expensive. Let me give you another comparison. In 2020, a friend of mine bought a Toyota Fielder at 25 million shillings. They can sell the same car at 25 million shillings today without struggle. Ngate nojigulangu olwana olw'obutamanya. What am I saying? Buy your car today. Keep it well. In 5 years, you might actually sell it the same price you bought it. There are people that bought Fielders at 27 million shillings in 2023. Today, they can sell the same cars at 27 million shillings, provided they kept them very well. Cars were cheaper in 2023 than they are today. Cars were cheaper in 2024 than they are today. Cars will be cheaper today than they are tomorrow. Take what you may, but cars are getting more expensive, whether used or not used. For the love of cars, Uganda. Thank you very much for being part of this episode of the Car Weekly Roundup. Don't forget, we have live broadcasts every Monday to Friday, 7:40 a.m. Weekends, we have live broadcasts at 5:15 p.m. We have a Chimeza Chemoroka every Friday. And the Car Weekly Roundup Saturday gets uploaded. Now, we have another series that we're bringing to you, including the DIY shots. Yes. So we have plenty of stuff that we're going to be bringing for you. Don't forget, I do pre-purchase inspection in case you're buying a car and you need someone to help you make the right decision. I'm your man. I come with a mechanic and together we make sure that you get the right car for your budget, the right car for your person. Exactly. I charge a small fee, 450,000 shillings only. Kasenta ako bokampa. Nange nensasula ko mechanic antunywako n'amafuta. N'abaana ne banywa amata ne tusobola okubeerawo. And that money covers one full day of inspection in the Kampala Central Business District. And of course, I sell car trackers. Install a tracker in your car, because the day the car gets stolen, you look for it under a bicycle. Well, I wish a very lovely weekend. Don't drink and drive. May the good Lord bless you.